It's Sunday, September the 1st. School started last Tuesday.
I love my new teacher.
My new teacher is all right.
I hate my new teacher. I am a brand order. I look fabulous. I got brand new sneakers. Check it out. My mom made me get a haircut against my will. I have a new winter coat that I will never wear. I am pretty much the same size as last year, so I still have to wear the same winter coat. Plus, my dad says I never wear it anyway.
None of us will wear our winter coats.
I always wear my winter coat. I hate being cold.
Nana says she'll buy me a new winter coat next month when she can afford it.
I lost 3 coats last year. I lost 2 scarves, 3 diaper Wimpy Kid books, and ukulele! You lost a ukulele? Over summer vacation, we drove to Ohio to see my pop-pop. Ohio. I know, right? But Pop-Pop showed me how to clean fish. Ew, that's so gross! It was totally gross. I loved it. Our family went to Disney. We went to Cedar Point.
I never left my bedroom all summer. I just laid in my bed and read books. It was heaven.
We went camping at Wilderness. You went camping in the wilderness? No, it's a place called Wilderness. It's close to Mackinac City. You can see the Mackinac Bridge from the campground. We drove up north to go to Mackinac Island. My dad kept yelling, "Look, kids, it's the mighty Mac." Like every 3 minutes. It was annoying at first. Then it was really annoying. Do you go tent camping or in a camper? Oh, in a camper. Are you kidding me? I'm not sleeping on the ground and digging a hole to poop in. I went hiking with my uncle Paul and Aunt Lisa, and I got to dig a hole in the ground to poop in. It was great. I rode like 1,000 miles on my bicycle.
I had like 1,000 Nerf wars with my neighbors. I hit 100% completion on Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom.
I made $200 working for my uncle. We went swimming every day. Well, almost every day. Yesterday, when I got out of the pool, I thought, how many more times will I get to swim before it gets too cold?
There were 10 orange leaves on the truck windshield today.
Come this week and we put the pontoon away. We only got to the lake 3 times since May. And tomatoes are all done, much to my dismay. right. The cheerleaders were fantastic. I want to be a cheerleader. Did your team win the game? I have no idea. Who cares? But the cheerleaders.
Our family's going apple picking soon. Do you want to come with us?
Totally. Are you going to the place with the corn maze?
I think so.
Oh, well, actually, I think I'm busy that day.
I didn't even tell you what day.
If it's a day with the corn maze, I'm busy. We just had the optimal equinox. The what now? The equinox.
Did you know that the Earth is tilted?
I think so. Yeah, like billions of years ago, something crashed into the Earth.
Like another planet, maybe.
Right, and since then, we've been tilted. Well, there you go.
That's why we have seasons.
Part of the year, the North Pole is closer to the sun. That's when here in the United States, we have summer.
The days are longer, the nights are shorter.
Because our hemisphere is getting more sun.
Then there's the part of the year where the South Pole is closer. That's when we get winter.
And the nights are longer and the days are shorter. Okay, so listen, we got...
But as the planet circles the sun, there is the time where the sun hits the middle of the tilt. We are halfway between the peak of winter and the peak of summer.
The days are just as long as the nights. They're equal in length.
Equinox. Get it?
We absolutely do. It is the most interesting thing ever. You have a great day now. I love science. Same. You look sad. I'm not sad. I'm just preoccupied. Is your dog sick? No. Are those mean kids on the bus still picking on you? Well, yes, but that's not the problem. What is it? I'm worried. I'm decidedly worried. It's a hope first and everyone is something that we're worried about.
Grandma loves tigers and she wants them in the playhouse, but they might get you out. Mom's scrolling Facebook and she's super mad about the thing her uncle just said.
That is sign after being troubled by a lack of air
skating Barbie?
That's a great idea.
It was. I was going so fast, I went to twice the number of houses.
I wish I'd done that. I went as 11 from Stranger Things. All these old, like really old people, like Generation X, they all thought that was Sinead O'Connor. I hate when you have to explain your costume to old people. Did you get a lot of candy?
I got so much candy. I've already eaten most of it. The only thing left is the Laffy Taffy. Does anyone actually like Laffy Taffy?
I do.
You can have mine then.
Thanks. I went up north with my dad and his friend Greg on the first day of rifle hunting season. It was my first time hunting.
Wow, what was it like?
Turns out deer hunting is mostly about drinking beer, being cold, and farting a lot. Of course, I didn't drink any beer. It was pretty boring.
Did you shoot a deer at least?
No. Greg threw up. That was kind of exciting.
At Thanksgiving, my Aunt Carlene made some fancy macaroni and cheese, and she and my granny got in a big fight about it.
Like a punching fight or just a yelling fight?
Oh, just yelling. Granny was mad that Aunt Carlene had put oysters in the mac and cheese.
Oysters?
Yeah, oysters. It was so gross. No one would eat it, except my Uncle Mitch, but he's like her husband. So Granny's boyfriend Dennis was trying to calm her down, and Aunt Carlene was crying. And then, out of nowhere, my cousin Scott, who's like 11 and kind of weird and smells like feet, stood up and started singing the national anthem at the top of his lungs. So then, my cousin Jessica's fiance Avery, who's in the Marines, stood up and saluted right there at the table. And like, you couldn't keep yelling about mac and cheese when Scott's yowling about the Twilight's classical evening. And Avery is like this giant, stiff, saluting oak tree. He's so tall. Everyone just stood up and put their hands on their hearts and sang along. And then, the fight was over.
The most exciting thing that happened at Thanksgiving at my house was my sister putting olive on every one of her fingers and started chasing my cousin out, yelling, "These are the fingers of death. I will eat your soul." My mom said she couldn't have any pie because we did that. My grandma took her some pie anyway. She gets away with everything because she's the youngest.
Life isn't fair.
Right?
When is it going to snow? It did snow. It snowed last week. Yeah, but it didn't stick. It melted a day later. When is it going to really snow?
Yeah, like the kind of snow where the whole world is smooth, like the top of a new jar of peanut butter just after you open it, but before you eat any of it.
Just a pure blanket of snow.
Maybe it will be tomorrow.
Take a look at the frosty window, see what's back in the yard.
Everywhere that's covered in snow like a Fincher's Christmas card.
I've got a feeling tomorrow's gonna be a time for hot chocolate and sledding. Building snowboards, snowball fights, no one's going to school.
we had a snow day.
And then we had another snow day. Then we had an ice day. The roads had so much ice that it was too slippery for the buses. And it was so cold that salt couldn't melt the ice. It was ice everywhere. Just walking across your driveway could mean a concussion and a trip to the emergency room with your brain matter leaking out of your ears. They were worried the buses were going to slide off the road and we'd fly off the cliff and crash into a frozen lake where we'd freeze and drown at the same time in a bus full of screaming, wet, shivering children.
Are you okay?
I have an active imagination.
Yeah, you do. But nobody died in a screaming bus crash because we had a nice day. I watched the first 3 Harry Potter movies all in one day.
The third one is the best. After Azkaban, the books get better, but the movies get worse.
True.
Then the power went out. No electricity for 2 days, which meant no internet. It was awful. The worst.
It was a bleak time.
I couldn't watch Goblet of Fire.
I can play Minecraft! Fortunately, we had enough firewood for 10 winters, so we spent most of the day in the living room where it was warm.
My dad had just started making a giant pot of split pea soup right before the lights went out. And because we had a gas stove, he just left the heat on running low. We ate so much split pea soup. It actually tasted better the longer it cooked.
I miss the summer.
Oh, I remember the sun. It was yellow and warm. It made things grow. Remember how things used to grow?
Remember when you could go outside without a winter coat?
Yeah, I do remember. Because it was today. I lost my winter coat. Again. I have had enough of winter. Gray, it's all gray, everything is gray. Sky full of clouds every single day. Cold all around and inside me. Gray is all I see.
I just thought I was talking my mind. Now all my joy has gone.
come all at once. It never does.
You get a few minutes of sun, then it rains for a week.
Then it gets a little warmer. Then it snows again. Sometimes it snows in April.
That's the worst.
Bit by bit, it gets warmer. The trees start to grow leaves again.
But not all the trees.
No, just some. Different trees relieve at different times.
I love when the crocus is blue. The first robin of spring always makes me happy.
I love it when the trees get all fuzzy.
We have a crabapple tree that has the most beautiful magenta blossoms.
I found a four-leaf clover just in time for St. Patrick's Day.
I don't get that holiday. Why? Why is it a thing that we all have to do? I don't like corned beef. I definitely don't like cabbage. And I don't like to wear green clothes. Plus, I'm not even Irish. Why do we do this every year? To what end? Plus, you've got cretins like Hudson Smith running around pinching people. You know what else March 17th is? National Preschool Teacher Appreciation Day. Now that's a holiday I can get behind. Let's hear it for preschool teachers. Come on, give it up for the preschool teachers. I love Miss Curry. Best teacher I ever had. What has St. Patrick ever done for me? No offense if you're Irish, though, by all means, enjoy your day, but it's not for me.
March 18th is National Awkward Moments Day.
We played outside all through the winter, but it's better in the spring.
I don't know, snow is better than mud.
No way, I love mud. And dirt. Don't you know how much fun you can have with mud? I love hitting somebody with mud when they're not looking. But you get in so much trouble when you throw mud,
You can't do it.
sure you can. Not at school. You can throw anything if you're sneaky enough.
This is why you spend half of your year in reflection.
Probably, but that's not all you can do with mud and dirt. You can dig. With a digging stick, you can find a friend. With a digging stick, you can play pretend. With a digging stick, there's always something to do. With a digging stick, people come to you. What you got there? Stick. Where'd you get it? Brick. What you doing with it? Digging. So can I dig too? Join in. It's my digging stick, and it's popping. Take it anywhere, kids will say they want to share. With my digging stick, my impromptu rendezvous. It's my digging stick, I'm not swapping. It's so versatile, makes you smile for a while. With the digging stick, there's always something fun to do. Take it to the street. You can do it. Yeah, never make a bit the extra. Then you build a tower right on the ground beneath the barrier. It's getting scarier. Then you take your digging stick. Now it's a meteor, flying speedier toward the day.
most of the time people just do something mean and act like they did something creative. Being mean isn't funny. I think if you do it right, it can be fun for everyone.
Yeah, my sister and I did this one where we went around asking people if they would like brownies. If they said yes, we would give them a bag full of the letter E. We cut a lot of them, lowercase, uppercase, out of brown construction paper. So they got a bag full of brownies. Brownies, get it?
That's not bad.
We got a carton of vanilla ice cream, me, my mom, and my friend Joe. We ate all the ice cream and then filled the carton with mashed potatoes. We put the carton in the freezer and waited for my dad to give us some ice cream. He loves ice cream, so we ate a lot of it. So he got out the ice cream and put a couple of scoops in a bowl. And then he poured some chocolate sauce in it and took a bite. You should have seen his face. It was awesome.
My brother wrote me a bunch of notes pretending to be a boy in my class. He knows I like. In the notes he wrote that he really likes me and I'm so pretty and all that. So then I went to say thank you to the boy for writing all those nice things, but he didn't know what I was talking about. And I look over and there's Brady with his friends just laughing it up. I've never been so embarrassed. That's why I hate pranks.
I'm sorry, Waverly. That's awful.
Thanks. We went to Gulf Shores for spring break. You ever been?
Yeah, we went 2 years ago. My grandma and I got to go parasailing. What's that? You get strapped into this thing that's attached by a pulley to the back of a big motorboat. The boat goes out into the ocean, and a parachute opens behind you. And you go up and up until you're like 300 feet high. I can see for miles. Bridges, boats, birds. It was super scary. Also super fun. I could never do that. I'm too scared of heights.
We went on a dolphin boat to look at dolphins.
I love dolphins!
Well, the dolphins were pretty cool, but there was this captain who talked into a microphone. He thought he was funny, but he was just gross and creepy. He kept saying things to me like, you better stay away from them boys, girly, and wagging his eyebrows. I couldn't wait to get off that boat.
We went to my Aunt Melissa's wedding. We had to drive 5 hours to get there. My mom was the maid of honor, but because she was already there, we called her matron of honor. I got in the wedding party. It was a great honor. What did you do? I had a basket full of flower petals, and it was my job to walk down the center aisle before the bridesmaids walked in through petals. But I am graceful. I couldn't just throw petals. I had to be like a ballerina. Fortunately, I had taken ballet for 2 years, so I knew just how to do it.
I went to a wedding once. This really old lady told me I was going to hell because I farted in church. But I asked the minister, she said it wasn't true.
I helped my mom do the taxes. I'm really good at math. So she had me add all these totals on all these receipts. Sometimes she said bad words. She doesn't like taxes. I don't think anybody likes taxes. Yeah, she just kept muttering, you can't have civilization without taxes. Can't have civilization without taxes. I made it all the way to April 18th. That might be a record.
What happened on April 18th?
I lost my winter coat.
We didn't go anywhere for spring break. I spent most of my time in my backyard playing cat with Joe. I can't wait for Little League to start.
Oh yeah, me too. It's the best part of spring. What position do you play?
Catcher, how about you?
Shortstop.
I love the grass stains underneath. I Justin is a petty officer in the Navy. He's been in the Navy for like 20 years. He's been to Iraq, Afghanistan, Bahrain, that's how you say it, Bahrain, like all over the world. He started out as a corpsman, and now he's in charge of a whole clinic on the Navy base.
What's a corpsman? Is it like a Navy SEAL?
No, but he does work with SEALs sometimes. If somebody gets injured, corpsmen help them until the doctor can get to them. And on the ship, he helps people who get sick, gives them medicine and stuff. He's like more than a nurse, but less than a doctor. We went to visit him and his wife in Virginia Beach. My aunt and uncle are so cool. They both have motorcycles. He took me with him to buy some groceries at the NEX. That's the store where people in the Navy can shop on base. Did you get a ride on his motorcycle? No way. My mom would never allow that. Too dangerous. We went in his Hyundai. It was Memorial Day weekend, and this lady outside the NEX gave him a free bag of potato chips. She had a whole table full of them. To thank him for his service, he said that made it all worthwhile.
This is the time of year where everyone has some kind of big event happening. I went to a Taekwondo tournament.
How did you do?
I had dance recital. I acted in a play.
I went to a national archery competition in Kentucky. I got 9th place out of 50.
That's awesome. You're like Katniss.
Not really.
Well, you're better at shooting arrows than I am.
We had a barbecue in my backyard. My dad is the grill master. No, like seriously, he has an apron and it says grill master. Yeah, he does it all. He smokes brisket and he marinates tenderloin. And the drumsticks are my favorite. I could eat 10 of those. They're so good.
I cannot wait for school to be finished. I'm gonna miss my teacher. I'm gonna read every book in the library.
I'm gonna swim every day.
I will sit inside every day. I will not go outside all day. I'll sit in this air conditioning, play video games every day.
My cousin just graduated from high school. We all had to go to the graduation. I don't know if I've ever been more bored in my entire life. My brother broke his leg riding his skateboard.
I got poison ivy.
I almost got run over by a car. In my neighbor's backyard, there was a spigot that was dripping water. Inside the wall, there was a wasp nest. You could see them flying in and out in the hole around the spigot. My friend Gavin dared me to turn off the water. I said, no way. But then, he double dog dared. What could I do? It was a double dog dare. My honor was at stake. So, I went up to the spigot to turn off the water, but it was already turned off. The spigot was just really leaky. When I touched the spigot, though, the wasp came flying out and attacked me. It stung me twice on the ear, and I ran as fast as I could back toward my house, which was across the street. When I ran into the street, there was a car coming. Fortunately for me, he saw me, because I sure didn't see him. He slammed on his brakes as I ran right past him and through my front door, crying and yelling for my mom. That day, I learned an important lesson. Wasp stings really hurt. One should try to avoid them. My grandma always says the Lord watches over the foolish. Good thing for me. I was canoeing at the St. Joseph River with my best friend's family. At one point, our canoe flipped over, and we all fell into the water. No one was upset about it because we were having such a great time. The water was only 2 feet deep. We laughed and laughed. Some grumpy people in a fancy canoe from out
mom wanted to go to this resort in Cancun, but my dad talked her into a road trip. She loves him. My dad looked up places on the internet for us to visit on the way. He loves going to historical landmarks, but even more than that, he loves going to goofy tourist traps and roadside attractions. The weirder the better. He even made a binder and printed out information about everything. My sister couldn't roll her eyes most of the time, but I thought it was fun. There's this place called Carhenge, which is like Stonehenge, and made out of a bunch of old cars. We also drove down this dirt road in the middle of a bunch of farms, and it led us to this tiny cemetery. And in the tiny cemetery was the graves of my great-great-grandparents. We found it. There it was. We took a picture and got right back in the car. Me and my sister, and my brothers and my parents.
And all of her best friends come to rescue her. They built a giant mechanical steam-powered unicorn. and rode on top of it to the ogre's lair. We put pink ribbons on our swing set. That was the unicorn. There was a fun sword fight, and my uncle was so funny when he died. All the neighbors came, and we wore costumes and everything.
My parents decided they didn't want to be married anymore. They still love me, but not each other. My dad packed up his things and moved out. He moved in with his friend Murphy, who sells dishwashers. It made sense because Murphy lives in our neighborhood, 2 streets over from us. It takes about 10 minutes to walk there. Him and Murphy are on a softball team together. Not the cool kind of softball with tough women who are awesome, but the kind where bearded men with brown bellies pitch the ball real slow, like they're pitching to a kindergartner. My dad can really hit the ball though. Sometimes he'll hit a dinger and it'll go past the edge of the field, so you have to go stomping around the woods trying to find it. I always thought I would look for the dog as my mom's dog and Mercutio the cat as my dad's cat, but what if Mercutio both still live in our house? He moved out back in March. I realized a few days ago that I hadn't seen my dad in a month, and I missed him. So I decided I would go see him. I asked my mom if I could go roller skating. She said it was fine as long as I stayed in the zone. The zone is the 5 to 6 streets near our house, and Murphy's house was in the zone. So I put on my roller skates, and I skated to Murphy's house. I knocked on the door, and Murphy opened it. I asked him if I could talk to my dad. Murphy looked at me with eyes full of pity. He said he hadn't seen my dad in 3 weeks. The bottom of my stomach dropped. I felt alone, adrift, like an astronaut on a spacewalk, but somehow the cord connecting me to the spaceship had been cut. I've never felt more lost. Where was he? Why wouldn't he tell me where he was? I said thank you, and I skated to the little park on the corner. I cried on the bench for my mom and Mercutio the cat. My dad called yesterday. He said he's figuring some things out. He said he'll see me soon. That's what he said.
It's like my grandma always says, this too shall pass.
Yeah.
My grandma says it'll feel a whole lot better as soon as it stops hurting.
My grandma says, take off your shoes in the house. What's the matter with you?
Would you like a popsicle? Yeah, the whole freezer full.
Not right now, thanks.
We're going to my grandparents' farm this weekend for a family reunion. It's one of my favorite places in the world. Only the older generation gets to sleep in the house. My mom's generation, all the cousins and their families are going to sleep in tents in the yard. You know what I'm looking forward to the most? Walking down the two-track in the hot summer sun, grinning at your cousin 'cause you're gonna have some fun. You're sticky and you're funny, but you're so pretty to breathe. 'Cause when you hit the water, you will find relief.